Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to share with you why it's not a good idea to put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to building your brand. What's going on, guys? Henry Kaminski here from UniqueDesignz.net, and I want to share today with you a little story about what happens when you put all your eggs into one basket when it comes to building your brand. So let's dive into this, guys. So let me take you back to the early 2000s when I first became a graphic designer and began building my business, Unique Designz. So at the time, technology was nowhere near where it was today, and I was crushing it. I taught myself graphic design and really just got a knack for it, had a real passion for it, and had this just awesome eye for badass design. And so I had more work than I knew what to do with. And I would grind 20 hours a day. I was making hand over fist money and revenues, and things were awesome, right? And then all of a sudden something happened. Fiverr came around, and the marketplace and industry changed forever. And what I found to be a huge problem was that people were now getting graphic design work done for $4 or $5, and I was losing money by the hour. I was hemorrhaging money by the day, because now what happens to the badass designer? He's a commodity, right? And so what happened? Ultimately, here's what happened. Because I put all my ducks in a row, and my father used to say this as a kid: never put all your eggs in one basket. Never put all your eggs in one basket. And what I found myself doing, unfortunately, was becoming a Fiverr designer until I figured out, what do I need to do? What do I need to do in order to beat and get over this hump? Otherwise, I was out of business. So what I decided to do was reinvest in my brand. And along the way, I found a software called ClickFunnels, and I became a excellent ClickFunnels designer. So I was able to build landing pages very quickly that looked like beautiful, $1,000 website, or five-figure websites, and really carved a little niche out of my design business and started serving the ClickFunnels community with real high quality designs for all ClickFunnels users. And so before I made the mistake, let me go back a second, right? So, here's the straw that broke the camel's back. So I was a Fiverr designer for a good 4 months, and it was crazy. I would do like 15 jobs in a row, right? And then I would get the payment sent to me, and it was a whopping $75. And I realized that I'm in real deep shit here if I don't figure out how to get out of this mess. And I remember the straw that broke the camel's back was when I had this woman hire me through Fiverr to do a business card design for $5. And it took so long, and she dragged me through the mud so badly with this project that it literally came out to be like I was getting paid 30 cents an hour. And that's when I said, I can't do this anymore. I'm freaking out of here. What do I do? And that's when I started to look into rebranding my business and taking it to a whole nother level and becoming more of an exclusive entity than a commodity. and I started to really look into, how do I position myself as an expert? How do I position myself as an authority in branding? Having the background that I've had in design, having the experience as an entrepreneur, and being a business owner and designer for the past decade, how could I showcase my experience and my trials and tribulations and help people build their brands with that? And so I immediately hired a coach to help me sort of go about positioning myself, or I should say repositioning myself as an expert in design, an expert in branding. And it took a while because I had to get the processes in place. I had to get the systems in place to build this business into a 16-person boutique agency. And eventually, after a lot of hard work and execution, I was able to take this business to a whole different level, having Fiverr not even be on the competition radar any longer. And now I'm working at an altitude that I now need a oxygen mask to wear in order to survive, because that's how far I leveled up my business. And so today's story, today's valuable lesson is, do not put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to building your brand. Because what if, for example, I put all my eggs in the ClickFunnels basket, right? And now ClickFunnels, one day I wake up and goes poof. What happens to my business? It goes poof. And now I'm starting from scratch. I'm starting from ground zero. And that was one of the biggest reasons why I said I need to rebrand my business immediately. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So now I'm in a very good position. Say ClickFunnels goes poof tomorrow. God forbid, because I like those guys. And ClickFunnels is a big part of our business. Not the whole business, but a good part of our business. And we use ClickFunnels in our business as well. So God forbid they go under or they go away. Unique Designz will not. And that's the power of building brand, right? And instead of building and going super into basically going all into something that may or may not be sustainable. So take this video for what it's worth, guys. Hear the story out and make sure that you're providing exit routes. God forbid something happens in one entity of your business that you have other pillars that are going to hold you up. And the only way that you can make this happen is by focusing in on building your brand. When you invest in you and you invest in your business, that will give it the solid infrastructure that it needs and the solid foundation it needs to survive. And you won't have to worry about economic crises. You won't have to worry about other software companies or other businesses coming in or going out, because your brand will have a reputation that stands for itself, and people will want to do business with you because you're awesome and your brand is awesome and it doesn't rely on anything else. So have an awesome day, guys. Drop some comments. If you have some questions, leave them below, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Appreciate your time and feedback, and just have an awesome day. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.